Wow! Fantastic! The bullring in Madrid, crossed with the Colosseum at Rome. And why not, Dave? Because they're a pair of gladiators.
It's Hamilton with those 23-gram tungsten darts, with the first 3 darts, best of 31 legs in this quarter-final. We remind you, first to 16. Mardle getting straight into the groove.
6-4 against Mardle. 1-2 on Hamilton. Well, it's a beautiful action. Both Rod and Eric were waxing lyrical about his style. It is 59. Solid, it is compact, and just look what happens when Wayne throws. Andy will not look at a dart. Said there, interestingly, in that chat with Helen, that he lost it a bit against Adrian Lewis, started playing the Stokey instead of the board. And it should be absolutely fascinating, Dave.
Yes, it's another wondrous night of darts in prospect here in this truly terrific setting.
60.
Quite right. It's like darts in the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, well, they serve a lovely biryani.
58.
Doesn't look, he just looks at his darts on the board. He doesn't give a monkey's for what the other bloke gets. He's playing the board, he says. And what an achievement. He beat Ray Barneyveld to get here. He did for Manley 10-2. Had a tighter game against fellow Stokey, A.D. Lewis. And Wayne had a slightly easier ride against Lionel Sams and against Steve Iron. It's gonna need plenty of that! There's Wayne, baby! But then again, 180s come like confetti in Wayne's world.
Which leaves him a finish on 55 against the throw. So the very early exchanges have gone the way
58.
of the man from Romford.
When you require 55.
Should be single 15. 13 now.
Tops for 15 darter.
15 score.
There you go then, Andy. Not in the checkout range yet. Crowd absolutely hotching, as they say in Scotland. They're jammed in. There's over 2,000, maybe 2,300 people here.
140.
Hottest ticket in Blackpool, if not British sport at the moment.
40.
Topsy wants. Topsy gets.
Wayne Mardle.
So Mardle it is, who holds throw, gets a double with that double top finish. And that's an important opening leg success. If Mardle can get
55.
the wind in his sails, then this man Hamilton will have to dig deep into all his resolve.
Absolutely. 3 years ago in his debut in this tournament, in 2003 win, fought out an 18-12 loss to Taylor Madrid Taylor. It's 16 chokes, 16 you're the winner. Oh, he is really flying at the moment. Oh, yes! Well, James wagging off like a train. The Romford Rocket replies in kind. What a game we're in for here, Dave. Block a dart. Has to do the wiggle around it. Oh, one in the floor. Oh, so Wayne.
80.
Wayne will look at what the opponent does, Dave. Cash in on that, probably.
But that was an indication of the character of Hamilton. The second bounce out, but the third dot was true and straight and 60.
59.
What a shot, I'm telling you. There's few sports in the world have that vista around the heart of the action. He could do without these blocker darts, Dave. They're bad darts, these. That's not too clever either at the cover.
58.
Yes, Hamilton just taking a little longer than Mardle to find his rhythm and his range, his line. And Mardle must step in. If he gets this start, it could propel him forward. It has to propel him if he's to hold on to this guy.
I was discussing his well-known purple surges with him, and he agreed that the great surgers had deserted him in this year. He didn't surge at the Premier Dart League. All right! The Stokey surges! But already there's a hint of things to come.
54.
They're matched up beautifully. Andy Hamilton 2, Dartleton for a level game.
44.
To 16.
And he required 46.
Well, the very swift break back here from Hamilton, that 180 has set him up quite beautifully. Double 16. How is his finishing?
Has to go across the 2 feet long gnocchi to try the slider on the barrel. But he got a barrel slide, but it stopped the momentum.
Wayne to require 110.
The 2 zip, if you can put this 3 Dartler together, Dave.
Still a chance, needs a treble 20. Wrong bed.
42.
There we go then, for a level game.
And he required 32.
The landlord of the Skylark, Stuart-on-Trent, wants the green bid 2 16s. You could hear.
Game shot
drop.
the second leg.
Level game then.
Andy
Mardle doing the usual facial gymnastics.
Andy to throw first.
Already the crowd buzzing on the balconies, bouncing in the bleachers. Lovely first dart. Lovely second dart. Oh, magic! Third dart by the Stokey. That's the Stokey Cokey.
95.
So he kicks with a maximum. Another 180 or 177 here. Would have our hearts beating. Possibilities.
Boom, buddy, boom. Our hearts are beating here. Oh, Sonia! Been on the third stage of the 9 dart.
Yes, it was a quarter-final, I seem to recollect, here on a night like this, Sid, that Taylor did that memorable first ever live dart, 9 darts, minimum 501.
In leg 5 of a match against Chris Mason, Taylor planted it in the heat of the moment and won 100,000 quid. And then he had a cup of black tea
140.
and a Chinese salad to celebrate.
Well, Hamilton here could go out in 11 darts. We were talking about a 9 dart. He'd take an 11 dart finish at this stage of the match to put him into the lead for the first time. 56 the shot.
There's the easy bit. Red bit at the top lipstick, as they call it in Stoke. The red bit.
Game shot.
Stokey ahead then! They'll be clinking their glasses